Hello, Crash Clinic. I just thought I'm going to bring up another little debate, of course. It's something that's bothered me for 33 years in the accident repair industry. Car parts. And this isn't about green car parts. This is about parts discount in an accident repair centre. For years, of course, we buy car parts for cars. They cost a lot of money, and we try and negotiate the best price we can with suppliers. Over the years, suppliers discounts have got tighter, and don't hold me to exact rates, but let's just say it's quite hard to get a good discount on many vehicles nowadays. So let's say we get 10% parts discount. We as a company have to run a parts department. You have to, because the bigger you are, the more parts you've got. You have to have a parts department because you have to store the parts, you have to organize the parts, you have to run that department quite tightly. You have to employ somebody to run that department, of course, as well, because when a part is delivered, we have to check it's the right part. We have to check that the part is not damaged, of course. And then it's managed through the process, given to the parts guys at the right time. They go and fit them. In the middle of this, things can happen. We can have parts damaged. We can have a job cancelled where we can get stuck with parts. So you can imagine there is a vast cost to having a parts department. For some reason, parts suppliers, work providers and insurers, and I don't get this, seem to think it's okay to take a discount from repairers that is a overall discount. Now, if people are taking from 20 to 26%, correct me if I'm wrong, they may be even higher. Let's just do a very simple calculation. So we're buying parts for a vehicle, and parts is probably the biggest part of the job. So let's just say we've bought £5,000 worth of parts for a vehicle. We've been given 10% discount. That's really a little bit of money that we can make because we have to charge retail to run that parts department. Now, work providers and insurers are taking 20 to 26%. Work that out. We got 10%. We're actually losing from 10 to 16% on those parts. So for every vehicle, a repairer, and I'm not going to say it is approved repairers, that those parts are costing 16%. The minute you buy those parts, they're costing the repair center 16%. Obviously, it doesn't make sense. Obviously, the maths don't add up. So again, this is something for insurers, work providers. Do they not understand this? Do they, if you want to find out why repair centers have struggled for so long and why they're struggling now, we as an industry need to make changes and need to make things better. So at what point, come on, insurers, work providers, help me, jump on this post, join in, repairers also. Why is it acceptable to take 20, 26% off the bottom line of an invoice, knowing that it's cost us we've only got 10% in those parts? So we're losing on the bigger scale. Let's say you've got 30 jobs in this week and they're all £5,000 in parts. Imagine the loss before you've done anything. It just doesn't make sense, and it's outrageous. There's a huge cost to the repair centre to run a parts department. They're also funding these parts for the insurers and the work providers for 30 to 90 days. They're actually, so you're buying parts that you're losing money on, and you're funding that for 30 to 90 days for an insurer or work provider. It doesn't make sense. It needs to stop. I, luckily for years and years, have just said no to parts discounts because we can't. It's simple. You can't do it. So if you've got a contract where you're having to do that, we know it's wrong, and we know, for me, it's got to stop. Anyone else out there, we need to come up with a plan, an idea to make things better. I'm sorry I'm throwing things out there at the moment, but green parts, all that stuff, these are all real situations that need thinking through. Please leave me your comments, of course, because parts for me is a massive thing in this industry where repairers are losing a lot of money. just, you know, we're always talking and arcing on about the labor rate. Let's be honest, would you rather have a fix the parts problem first? Because I think that's costing us all a lot more money than the labor rate is. Anyway, guys, put your comments down. Let me know what you think. Of course, it's always interesting to have these debates. Let's keep them sensible, and let me know. Let's leave your comments. I'm really interested to find out what you've got to say. Take care, gang. From Crash Clinic, feel the pain. Let's keep talking about this industry.